Do you feel Africa as your home? Because you have an African American as a wife. So do you feel Africa as a home?
Absolutely. And I think it's partly because of my wife, my beautiful wife, and her connection. And it's partly because Africa is home to the world. Like, humanity came from this place, So it's home for me in ways beyond my wife and our children.
Yeah, that is awesome. You're so intelligent. All right. I've never hugged anyone on camera before. You're so intelligent. Thank you so much. All right. Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy nappie, and welcome to my channel. On today's episode, you just love it. Like, today I have this nice gentleman here. Are you a man? All right. So today's episode, we are clearing misconceptions. It's been a while I entered misconceptions, so we're just pushing Africa to the world. So I have this nice gentleman here. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
What's your name and where are you from?
My name is Ethan Vesley Flad. I'm from the United States, originally from New York. I live in North Carolina now, in the U.S. South.
Oh, okay. All right. So you are in Ghana. Good. What brought you to Ghana?
Well, my family, we came here 5 weeks ago, at the beginning of July, to spend a year, maybe two, living here in Ghana. We were attracted to Ghana. My wife had been here many, many years ago, about 20 years ago.
Okay.
And she'd always talked about how much she loved this country.
Awesome.
She loves it here. And I'd always been hoping to come to West Africa, so this was a great opportunity for us.
All right. So is she white or Ghanaian or Black American?
Good question. My wife is African American, so she's a Black American. I'm white, obviously.
Wow.
We have two children.
All right, I'll come to that.
All right.
I'll come to that. So, coming to Ghana for the first time. Is it your first time in Africa or your first time in Ghana?
It's my first time in Ghana. First time in West Africa.
First time in West Africa.
But I've been on the continent a few times, mostly Southern Africa. So South Africa, Namibia, Lesotho, Zimbabwe, Botswana, and I've also been to Egypt briefly, but this is the first time in this part of the continent.
So you chose Ghana from West Africa. Wow, that's awesome. So coming to Ghana for the first time, what was the misconceptions?
That's a good question. I've been blessed to have traveled the world a little bit, and including Africa. So I didn't come with, I know some people are like, are you going to be on elephants? Or, lions, all that kind of thing. So it wasn't like that. I think maybe some of the misconceptions might have been related to not knowing what a place like Accra would be like. Now realizing it's a city of like almost 5 million people, and thinking that this is a nation that's gone through so much over many, many centuries, but that it wouldn't be as, things happening so fast as they do here. That it might be a little more slow and just like,
takes time and all that. Yeah.
Exactly. So there's some of that, but I don't think I expected it to be as much of a city.
That is it. All right. Thank you so much. So coming to Ghana for the first time, and you had these misconceptions and all that. So when you first touched Ghana, what was the perception like?
Wow. I think when we arrived here, and we got here late at night, and it was just like seeing so much movement, how the city is just moving so much, so quickly, and just the warmth. Like, I think, and I say warmth both in terms of the weather, obviously.
You love it.
In our country, in my part of the country, in the United States, we have what we call seasons.
That's true.
Winter is very different than summer, right?
Yeah.
It's summertime there, but I think also the warmth of the people here, just like people. I think especially if you've traveled, I'm from New York originally, and you spend time in some parts of the world like New York, and people are really cautious in New York, like somebody's going to take advantage of you all the time, like they're trying to take your money. So it's hard to get used to a place like Accra in Ghana where people are like saying, how can I help you? And they mean it, they're not like trying to, they don't have necessarily another meaning behind
That's
that.
friendly thing is there.
Yeah. So like they're like, what can I do for you? So that's been different.
You wake up in the morning, you say good morning, right? All that. You just receive them welcoming. All right. So let's go back to your wife. You getting married to an African American. How was it like? What did your parents say? Because what I know is most Americans are racist. Yeah. So you getting married to your African American wife. How was it like?
Well, I would say a couple things. One is that you're right. I mean, our country struggles with terrible issues of racism in the United States. We're dealing with it right now, right today, at this minute. At this minute, the person who occupies the White House in the United States is in a place called Ohio because of a terrible shooting that happened there a couple days ago when many people were murdered. And the person who's in the White House right now, he's a part of the racism, and he is a symbol of the racism that our country is grappling with. So that's true. Our country, that's a real issue. And where we live, we have serious issues there. And I feel like my life has been a blessing for me. I grew up in a family that has humans of different racial backgrounds. I have 3 siblings. 2 of my siblings are of African descent. One of my siblings is white, like me, and that's the way we grew up. 2 of us are birth children and 2 of us are adopted children, but we were all sisters and brothers together. So I grew up thinking it was normal to be around people of many different backgrounds, and that was how I lived my life.
All right. Yeah. That's awesome. So what are you telling your people out there, Americans out there, who are coming to Africa, who are coming to Ghana, what they should expect and what is here and whatever they are showing on CNN and BBC, which is not right? Do you have anything to tell them right now?
Well, I think the first thing I would say is they should come. Right now, especially this year, this is a year that for people of African descent who live anywhere else in the world, especially in the Americas, this is a very important year in terms of thinking about coming to this land, because this year marks 400 years since the British slave trade began stealing people from this continent and taking them to the Americas. And there's a very powerful story for people to really try to struggle with in terms of the lineage. So that's the first thing I would say. And the second thing is to come with an open heart. I mean, I was saying that, we're used to in the United States, just being, don't step into my space.
Don't come close to me.
Exactly. So, and the third thing I would say, and this is something that is really powerful for me. I'm coming here. I'm having my own experience of being in Ghana and in West Africa, and I'm also having an experience of being a parent, of having a 9-year-old child and a 3-year-old child who are in this place that is so unlike anything that they have ever experienced in their life thus far, and really trying to see through their eyes. So I would say to people, many people are coming here as they're older people, 50 years old, 60, 70, and that's wonderful. But also bring the children. Bring the children to this land. Because it will change their lives.
So bringing the children will make the children tell the story their own way, not seeing what CNN and everything saying it. Yeah. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. All right.
Pleasure. Thank you so much.
It's been nice having you. So thank you so much for watching this episode. I really appreciate the love and support. I forgot one thing. Do you feel Africa as your home? Because you have an African American as a wife. So do you feel Africa as a home?
Absolutely. And I think it's partly because of my wife, my beautiful wife, and her connection. And it's partly because Africa is home to the world. Humanity came from this place, So it's home for me in ways beyond my wife and our children.
Yeah, that is awesome. You're so intelligent. All right. I've never hugged anyone on camera before. You're so intelligent. Thank you so much. This comes to the end of this episode. I really appreciate your love and support. This gentleman over here is so intelligent. I don't know what to say, but this is awesome. we are now brothers, we are now siblings. So Africa to the world, this project is moving so hard. Yo guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. I really appreciate your love and support. This has been an awesome interview. I really know you guys will do the sharing, the liking and the commenting. Please, if it's your first time being on this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And guys, catch you in another episode. Peace out.